AITA for kicking my mom out. Hello Reddit talkative. Here I'm 25F, married, and a mom of 3 little ones. Life's already a juggling act, but things got truly chaotic when my mom, 56, a retired Army veteran, moved in. She's been through a rough patch, lost her job after getting caught napping in the bathroom at work. Not just any nap though. She'd bragged for years about sneaking off, but this time she took it too far, stayed gone for ages, and her boss went looking. Instead of waiting to be fired, she quit on the spot, and just like that she had nowhere to go. No one in my family would take her in. She's the 4th of 9 siblings and not a single one talks to her anymore. All 5 of my older siblings went no contact about 8 years ago. I hadn't spoken to her in 2 years either. She's a Christian woman, never touched drugs or alcohol, and no mental health issues. At least that I know of, but she's always been difficult. Against my better judgment, I took her in. My husband had never even met her in person, and neither had our kids. I was hoping maybe things could be different this time. I was wrong. The first 2 months were awkward but bearable. And then things went downhill fast. It all started with something small, yet still jarring. One night, while my husband was out of town for work, I caught her using my MacBook in the kitchen. I hadn't thought much of it until I saw her reaction. She froze, quickly slamming it shut, face flushed with guilt. I asked what she was doing, and she stammered an apology, admitting she'd read through my emails, my personal emails, and of course the ones with my husband. Some were intimate. She saw everything, including pictures I never meant for anyone else's eyes. I was furious, humiliated. But I couldn't even confront her properly because she locked herself in the guest room and hasn't really come out since. She's avoiding me, my husband, and even her own grandkids. It's like living with a ghost who snoops. Then came the second incident, the one that tipped everything over the edge. We had a family day out planned, so I prepped dinner. A slow-cooked meal meant for 6. Something hearty and comforting for when we'd return, exhausted and hungry. We were out for about 7 hours, and when we got home, we found everything gone. The entire meal, 5 chicken leg quarters with all the sides, had been completely devoured. I walked into the living room, and there she was, my mom, sitting there with her hands covering her mouth, eyes wide with shame. "I couldn't stop," she kept saying. "I just couldn't stop picking at it. I was stunned. She had eaten all of it. Not a scrap left for us or the kids, just bones and a mess of grease." I felt so embarrassed. The kids were asking about dinner, and I didn't even know what to say. My husband and I retreated to our bedroom, too shocked to even argue. We just sat there in silence, trying to process what had happened. She later knocked on the door, offering to buy us Taco Bell like that was supposed to fix it. We just stared at her until she awkwardly left. I called my brother and sister and they both said, "We told you so." They reminded me why no one else in the family let her in. My husband doesn't know how to deal with her, and it's like walking on eggshells every day. His mother is the complete opposite. Kind, nurturing, the type of person you feel safe with. After that last incident, I gave my mom a month to find somewhere else to live. It's only been 3 days since the chicken incident, and I'm already counting down the days until she's gone. I feel like I'm drowning in anxiety. We're locking our bedroom door when we're not home now, just to keep her from snooping. But I can't help but wonder if kicking her out makes me the bad guy. Is this just a cry for help from her? Am I being too harsh?